Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn how to plot a graph for a uniform motion. But before that, we will see what is uniform motion. It is the motion in which equal distance is covered in equal time interval. For example, an object moving on a straight road or any freely falling body. Look at the question. It says, plot the graph from the following data. Distance time graph is plotted between time and distance as a quantity. In one block, time represented by small t is given in seconds. In second block, distance represented by capital S is given in meters. This is the data for which we need to plot a graph. It says when time is 0 seconds, distance is 0 meters. When time is 5 seconds, the distance covered is 1 meter. When time is 10 seconds, the distance covered is 2 meters, and so on. If you see the data carefully, it says equal distance is covered in equal intervals of time. It means this data is for uniform motion. See, the difference between 5 and 0 is 5 seconds. Difference between 10 and 5 is 5 seconds. 15 and 10 is again 5 seconds, and so on. And if you see the distance, difference between 1 and 0 is 1 meter, 2 and 1 is 1 meter, 3 and 2 is 1 meter. So from here, we conclude that equal distance is covered in equal intervals of time. So it is a uniform motion. Now let's learn how to plot a graph for uniform motion. This is the graph which we are going to plot. First, leaving 2 or 3 lines at the bottom and leaving 2 or 3 lines on the sides, we will make 2 axes. Where these 2 axes will join x-axis and y-axis, that point is called origin O. OX or x-axis is the time axis and time is given in seconds. OY is the distance axis which is given in meters. Before we start plotting the graph, we will take a scale. Scale is x-axis is the time axis which is given in seconds. It says 2 units is equals to 5 seconds. What is the meaning of units? Units means this small box. This box is called 1 unit or 1 centimeter or 1 box. I have taken 2 units means I have taken these 2 boxes. So these 2 boxes on x-axis represents 5 seconds. Look here. These 2 boxes, 5 seconds. Next 2 boxes, the difference is again 5 seconds. Next 2 boxes, the difference is again 5 seconds, and so on. What you have to keep in mind here is that the difference between consecutive values should be same. 5 minus 0 is 5 seconds. 10 minus 5 is 5 seconds. 15 minus 10 is 5 seconds, and so on. Similarly, on y-axis, which is the distance axis given in meters, I have taken 2 units is equals to 1 meter. Means these 2 boxes will represent 1 meter. Look here. Origin O. These 2 units or 2 boxes is equals to 1 meter. Next 2 boxes is again equals to 1 meter. Next 2 boxes is again equals to 1 meter, and so on. Again, what you have to keep in mind is that the difference between consecutive values here should be same. 1 minus 0 is 1 meter. 2 minus 1 is 1 meter. 3 minus 2 is 1 meter, and so on. Now, how to plot a graph? Look at the data again. When time is 0 seconds, distance is 0 seconds. So what I will do is, see, this is time axis, this is distance axis. When time is 0 second, distance is 0 second. So here I'll mark a point and circle it. Now look again. When time is 5 seconds, distance is 1 meter. So what I will do is, I'll make an imaginary line, means a dotted line, from 5 seconds parallel to y-axis, and from here also I'll make one dotted line parallel to x-axis at 1 meter. these two lines will meet at this point, I will highlight this point and circle it. So 5 seconds corresponds to 1 meter. Now see, 10 seconds, distance covered is 2 meters. Now again I'll make an imaginary line this way, and corresponding distance covered is 2 meters. I'll make another imaginary line parallel to x-axis this way. So these two lines, they are meeting here. I'll highlight this point and circle it. Clear? Next, when distance covered is 3 meters, the time is 15 seconds. Now see, from 15 seconds, again make an imaginary line or dotted line parallel to x-axis. The corresponding distance is 3 meters. Again make parallel line to x-axis, and these two lines, they are meeting at this point. Circle it. Now time is 20 seconds and distance covered is 4 meters. See, time is 20 seconds. Make dotted lines. Corresponding distance is 4 meters. Make dotted line parallel to x-axis. They are meeting here. Circle it. When time is 25 seconds, distance is 5 meters. Make an imaginary line parallel to x-axis at 25 seconds. Corresponding distance is 5 meters. Make an imaginary line or dotted line parallel to x-axis. They are meeting at this point. Highlight it. Now let's join all these points. So when we join all these points, what we have seen is that it comes out to be a straight line. It means for uniform motion, the graph is straight line. Thank you.